Hello and welcome back to another episode of Andy's Toolbox. In this episode, we have a haul from one of my local tool suppliers. They're called Tool Shack, and they're pretty good. They stock a lot of high quality tools. They're a mom and pop shop, and it was my first time going in there. And I drive by there, and I finally got in there to check out what they had. Um, so I enjoyed my trip there. Got a few goodies and probably spent more than I wanted to, but nevertheless, okay. Let's get right into the haul here. So panning over, I got 4 Nipex pliers and a Dominator uh, straight striking chisel driver. Okay, so the Nipex pliers. Okay, so I have the brother of these, and that would be down here in my drawer. These guys. Okay, so I got these ones. These are actually expensive. The guy, he gave me a decent deal on them. I paid 45 for them. But I mean, out of all these pliers, these little guys right here were the most expensive. And you know, it's one of those things that it's a specialty thing. They get you into places. They got the crosshatch teeth. That's good. Nipex doesn't do that all the time. They're mechanics pliers. They get you into places, you know, that a regular pair of needle nose won't get you. They're good to have, but definitely if you don't have the extra money, you don't really, they're not an absolute must. So I picked them up because I'm a plier hound, and I mean, if you look in my plier drawer, guys, this is one of my plier drawers. You know, I have another one on the other side of the shop. So, I mean, in my honest opinion, from my experience, having a variety of pliers will save you damaging and abusing what you're working on. And when you're working on expensive machines, good pliers are a must. So next up, I got these bad boys. I think these are the 10-inch, part number right there. Actually, that's the indication. 250, that's 10. Yeah, those are the 10-inch dikes. You know what, guys? I don't have a lot of Nipex pliers. I've always been, if you go down here, these are my NWS pliers. I've always been partial to NWS. I like the style that they make on their pliers. The style, the forging, and how they put information on the forging, and just the grips are nice and stuff. But the guy at Tool Shack, he had a plethora of Nipex, and I was just picking them up, and they feel good. The quality of the steel feels more rigid, and just, I mean, you can tell that the steel quality is better. And so I popped for these guys. You know, it's just one of those things that, as somebody who admires good quality pliers, when I pick up a pair of these Nipex, it's kind of hard for me to pass them up, especially when I know that I'll most likely get some use out of them. So I picked up a set of these, even though I didn't really need them. It goes the same for these. I picked them up, and I have those needle nose right there in a channel lock, and just honestly, I know what the channel locks feel like, and these just feel better, you know. And those little mechanics pliers, these guys right here, I mean, these are my most used pliers. Those channel locks I have. I've broken a few sets, or actually I've broken one set. That's my second set I have. I treat them real nice because I use them a lot, you know. And I broke the first pair I had. I broke the tips on them. I wasn't too happy, you know. That's back in the day when I thought channel lock made, you know, the best pliers, you know. And I was kind of heartbroken that they just snapped on me the first time I was using them, you know, heavily. And so, I mean, I got another pair because I like the style. They're just handy for leveraging and getting little annoying pins and wire twisting, and they're just great mechanics pliers. I can't speak highly enough about these little 8-inch guys with the short high leverage needle nose tips and the longer handles. I mean, if you put that into perspective, these what brand are these? These Irwin brands. These are even a little bit longer. They're a little bit longer, and it's just they're not real great for mechanic work. I mean, they're big. They're awkward. These little guys. These are the way to go. These they're long. They're great mechanics pliers. You know, they're sleek. They get in places where a regular pair of needle nose won't get you. So if you're a mechanic, you need a set of these whether you get them from Channel Lock or Nipex, you can't go wrong. But as far as I'm concerned, I would personally like something I could trust, you know, in more of a heavy duty situation. That's just me. I've babied those pliers for so long, it's gotten kind of annoying. You know, if these, you know, there's no doubt that these are better pliers. I mean, I put them in my old lady's hand and I told her to give them a squeeze and tell me which one do you think is more rigid, and she picked the Nipex. I already knew that. I can feel that. I am a welder by trade for the most part, and I know good tool steel when I feel it. You can just feel the difference in the tool steel. So I opt for grabbing these. These were something by picking them up in the store, I got to actually feel for myself in person, and it was a no-brainer. So those, and of course the duck bills. So you got to have the duck bills too. So those are not a crosshatch teeth. That the snap-ons I have a few snap-ons. I got these 8 or 9-inch ones. They got the crosshatch teeth. Those are great for twisting stainless steel tie wire. The big ones I actually use for metal working and stuff, for bending sheet metal and stuff like that. These guys are just another great mechanics length plier. They're mechanics length, so they're going to be a little more specific to those tasks. But it's always good to have a nice set of mechanics length pliers that you can actually, you know, put to the test. And I feel that these are, I mean, you feel them, there's a nice positive feel to them. And you can't go wrong with these two guys right here. So moving along, I haven't seen these in person before. I know they're all over the web, and I know everybody raves about the Mayhew pry bar product line and whatnot. So I saw it in person, and It was $25 in his store. I know you can probably get it a little cheaper online, but you know, I support small business, so I picked this bad boy up too. It's nice. Not much to say about that. They have a good reputation, so I'm sure it's a good tool. So that just about wraps up this episode of Andy's Toolbox. Like, comment, subscribe. Panning over this. Hit that notification bell. Get notified if you like talking about tools, if you like content like this. Definitely, if you're in the Azusa area, Southern California, Los Angeles area, check out Tool Shack. They have a bunch of great stuff. They're a little mom and pop shop, and they definitely stock some good stuff there. They got a bunch of Klein, German brands, Wera, Nipex, just all kinds of great stuff. Stiletto, just, I mean, you name it. All the stuff that's all over YouTube that people are doing reviews on, they have there. They're a good store. The only thing that I was kind of disappointed that they didn't have and I didn't see was PB Swiss screwdrivers. I would love to find a location that sells, that I can get PB Swiss from. But other than that, they have pretty much the best of everything, except for the PB Swiss, which, you know, if you ever come across this video, Tool Shack, get PB Swiss, man. They are the best screwdrivers in the world. So, all right, guys. That about wraps this up. So good night, fellas. Take care.